Hi, my 4B friends. Happy Asynchronous Day. So, this week we are learning a lot about the world's traditions and the world's culture and holidays that it has in many different countries during the winter. I like to call the month of December the Festival of Lights because there are hundreds of holidays that people are celebrating and parties that they're having and cultural, meals and decorations and just so much is happening in the months of November, December, and January. So in first grade, we learn a lot about the different holidays around the world. So in December, every week, we are going to be flying around the world and learning about a couple of different countries and what the holidays that they celebrate are during the months of November, December, and January, the winter months. So we'll be celebrating the Festival of Lights together. Now, all of these different countries and holidays that we're learning about all have something in common. They all talk about lights. Maybe they're doing a Christmas tree, or maybe they're lighting a menorah, or maybe they're shooting off fireworks and they have little tiny, candles that they're lighting. Well, it all has to do with that warmth light that brings us all together. So every day that we have asynchronous work, we are going to be learning about a holiday. Next week, we'll learn about it a bit in class too. And if you celebrate any of these holidays, let us know. Today, we are going to be flying to the country of India. Now, I know some of you are Indian, or maybe you know some people who are Indian. And we have a special friend from our class who will be teaching us about an Indian holiday that happened earlier on in November. It happened in the middle of November. And that is the holiday of Diwali. Ooh, Diwali is a gorgeous holiday. It is so bright and fun and festive. So let's get started learning about India and the holiday of Diwali. So obviously, before we can learn about the holiday, we have to know where it is we're flying to. So here we are in America, the country that is there we go, let me see if I can circle it, which is on the North American, there we go, which is on the North American continent. America is the smaller country that we all live, and we live right here in New Jersey, kind of near the ocean. Well, we have other continents. We have South America, we have Africa, we have Europe up here, we have Russia and Asia, and we have Australia, Antarctica, the North Pole up here. And India is over here in the continent of Asia. It is a huge, huge, huge country. Look, all of this red spot, that is India. Meanwhile, our country's over here. So India is huge. You can see it if you were comparing the two. Well, we're going to fly to India today. So let me show you a couple pictures of India and what it's known for. India is a really well-known and famous country. It's known for its gorgeous architecture, how old some of its buildings are. It's known for having such a huge amount of culture. There's so many languages and types of dialects that people speak in India. It's known for its wonderful cuisine, which is fancy food. It has great buildings and, it has different ways that people live in their culture. So some people, for example, they work as fishermen, there's tradesmen, there's people who build things, there's cooks, there's so many different ways that people can live their lives in India. It has some famous buildings, but it also is known for the holiday of Diwali. Now, Diwali it's a couple days long, and it happens every winter. Now, sometimes it might be at the end of October, it might be throughout November, but it is our first holiday that we're learning about because it was the first one to happen, but also because we have some friends who celebrated the holiday of Diwali. So here are some pictures of people putting out the display for Diwali. So we have some fancy candles, and you can see that they have these bright beaded designs, and they can either use sand, or in this case, they're using beads and paint. And they're setting up this light to show that good is the winner. Light is the winner over darkness and evil. And if you're curious, I do have a story about Diwali that I'll show you here. So they also set off fireworks. Now, I don't have fireworks, but I celebrated Diwali with sparklers. So Smokey and I set off sparklers, so that was a lot of fun. But people can go and purchase fireworks to celebrate that just explosion of light. If you look at today's page, this is where you came and found it. I have 2 Diwali videos. So obviously, I'm not a Diwali expert, so I wanted to get a video for you. I like to show this. This is the story. It's a kid's story.
Diwali is a festival.
Oh, there we go. It's a story of how Diwali started as a holiday. So hundreds and hundreds of years ago, what was the story of how the bad guys were beaten by the good guys and light won over darkness? So it's all about Festival of Lights that we're going to be talking about with all these holidays. So I have a story here about Diwali, and I thought this video was so cool. So normally when we would be in class, I would be able to show you a couple more things, or I'd have, excuse me, or I'd have some friends bring in some of their, cultural pieces that they use to celebrate. But unfortunately, I just have to show you videos. But this one's awesome. It's a video of the different celebrations. Like here's the different sand that people can use. Oh, here's that design that I had talked to you about. There it is. Oh, can you see it? There it is. The video is way better than me talking about it and trying to fast forward. But it shows the different celebrations of the festival of Diwali. So we have a video that's telling you the story, and we have a video that is showing you around the festival and what it would look like today when people are celebrating. Now, I want you to be able to celebrate Diwali and learn about Diwali with me. So if you notice, you actually have a red folder that came home with you when your parents came and picked it up last week. And in this folder, we're going to be having 3 of these packets. You'll find this packet back here behind your Gingerbread Week packet. You'll see there's a couple of them. Well, each of these pages talks about a different holiday that we're going to be learning. So this is our first packet, and you can see it starts with the country of India. Now here is an Indian woman, and she's wearing her sari, which is this gorgeous piece of fabric that almost kind of looks like a dress. And here she is celebrating with that tiny candle, the diya. Every holiday that we learn about in the country, or what the country celebrates, we have a little tiny story here that we can fill in using our pencils and using the word bank down below. So let's learn more about the holiday of Diwali. I talked to you a little bit about it, and your friend will teach you more in a second. But let's go through here and see if we can already learn a bit more. Diwali is the Hindu festival of, do you remember what's it a celebration of? The festival of 5 lanterns, diya, patterns, lights, fireworks. I remember saying all of these holidays had to do with lights, the festival of lights. So I like to tell you a little bit about the holiday and show you some videos or examples of the cultural pieces or toys or candles that people use for the holidays. But this tiny little story is a great way to remember just a little bit about all these different holidays. It lasts for blank days. How many days? We already did lights. Oh, here's the number 5. It lasts for 5 days, which is just under a week. So it started last month, and so it lasted that whole week after we started celebrating, though it did start on a Saturday, so it ended early in the week. But what type of lamps light the house? Now, I didn't get to talk to you too much about it, but remember when I showed you pictures of that little candle kind of in a bowl? It was a very decorative, beautiful bowl. Well, those are called diya lamps. Now, the diya lamps have a little bit of oil in them, and they have a tiny little wick. So a wick is like that little piece of, it looks like string that you see in a candle, and that's what you light. And then setting it up, you can make it into this beautiful pattern. we have the dia here. So sometimes when we learn about the holiday, there will be a little space here where you can draw or color what was your favorite part of learning. Oh, don't look at this. That's for our next video. But I thought I'd put the dia here so that you could color it yourself. Make sure it's beautiful, bright, and vibrant. So, Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights. It lasts for 5 days. Diya lamps light the house. Rangoli, ooh, Rangoli. That is that type of pattern that we see, that we saw the girl setting up all the lights into. Or if you watch the video, people take sand and chalk and they make this pattern. It looks like that flower, that gorgeous flower. We know flower is that sort of, it kind of talks about life and beauty and light, winning the goodness. So that's what the Rangoli pattern is symbolizing here. So the Rangoli pattern on the floor. Ooh, Rangoli patterns, on the floor. Blank pop in the night sky. Ooh, what goes in the night sky? Do you know? Lanterns or fireworks? Fireworks! Or my sparkler, since I didn't have a firework. Fireworks pop in the night sky. Colorful lanterns hang up high. Yeah. Normally lanterns have that bright yellowish or orange glow. Well, you can get different types of lanterns. So it kind of like how a Christmas tree has different color lights. You can think of these lanterns are decorating the sky and decorating all the different houses. Really watch that video, not just of the story of Diwali, but watch that video of the Indians celebrating Diwali, because the festival is huge, it's a party, and they have such gorgeous fireworks, lights, and diya lamps and lanterns hanging. So now that we've done a little bit about the holiday, and we'll learn more from our friend, in this picture, you can color it however you want. But if you notice here, there's numbers in this picture. This is a coloring activity. So where it says 1, that's the color yellow. Where it says 2, that's the color pink. 3 is the color orange. 4 is the color blue. 5 is the color purple. 6 is the color green. And 7 is the color red. So when you see that number, you don't have to do a math problem like we did with our turkey time packet. Here, you just have to color it. So if you see any ones, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, color it yellow. But if you see the number 6 or 5, you'll color it the special color that it has here. And oh my gosh, it is gorgeous what you are going to see when you're all finished. So I want you to work on this in your India packet and make sure you fill in just like I did using your word bank down here. Definitely check out the video of the story of how India had its holiday Diwali, and check out the other video of Diwali and the actual celebration and the festival that the country would have this type of time and this day. The other stories would happen hundreds of years ago. This other video is telling you what the festival looks like now. Well, my friends, you have listened to me talk a lot about Diwali and the holidays. This is our new packet we'll be using. So we'll do Diwali, we have the Netherlands, and we even go to Israel to learn about Hanukkah, which I know some of you celebrate. So these are our 3 holidays that we'll be learning about this week. But there's colorful pages, there's the packets, and you can always look on YouTube or Google more photos to get a little bit more of a taste of these countries and their holidays. Well, enough of me. Let's hear about Diwali from one of our favorite friends, Sri. I'll see you this afternoon, my friends. Enjoy. Bye.
Hi, my name is Sri. Deepa is our traditional festival. We will celebrate Diwali and we will wear new dress. We will prayers and we will sell sweets with our neighbors, and we will invite our friends and we have get together party and we did fireworks. I will sell my so much fun. Thank you. Bye.